Today I'm going to give a talk about how human being comes to the world. This is very interesting phenomena. When I have foreigners from different countries, there were discussion on Dhamma and religion, and people usually ask me, do you believe in God? And I often answer to this question. In my understanding, as I have learned the Buddha's teaching for at least 3 decades, now already 4 decades, learning the Buddhist scriptures and put into practice and meditation to achieve a profound understanding of the Dhamma. Because my interest is Dhamma. And what I understood from the Buddha's teachings is the Buddha taught us just Dhamma. And Dhamma is mind, mental concomitants, emotions, material phenomena, and the peace of mind and the base of all the mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena. And these mind, mental concomitants, and emotions, and material phenomena are working together, creating, as we understand that karma in the Buddha's teaching, karma, action, that mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena are working together to create karma every moment. And that karma and create again what we have done. Karma creates again who we should be in the future, in the next moment. So the karma and what we should be, karma, what we should be is always connected. Between the karma and our existence, between the karma and our existence, there's no one to come and create and interfere and to influence that relationship between the karma and existence of us and human being, right? Therefore, God is unnecessary, right? Everybody knows who learned the Buddhism, at Buddha Dhamma. In my understanding, the Dhamma are mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena. The peace of mind and the base of all the mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena. These 4 elements, these 4 phenomena are existence, true existence, ultimate existence, according to the Buddha's teaching. That mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena together, creating creating karma. They're what we should speak, what we should act, and what we think. Thinking is mental action, mental karma, and mano karma in Pali, it is mental action. Speaking is a vocal action, vajjikarma, and acting is a physical action. It is called bodhili karma, kaya karma, and these are karma. These karmas also are working together in relation between the mind, mental concomitants, and material phenomena, right? Therefore, according to the Buddha's teaching, we don't need to refer to the God that create the universe or living phenomena. So therefore, many people ask me, do you believe in God? Or whenever they ask, I always explain that there is no role of a God to create according to the Buddha's teaching. I don't want to say, do we believe in God or we don't believe in God, because it is extreme. When you say you don't believe in God, then you will be opposed by those who believe in God. Where if you say you believe in God, you will be opposed by those who don't believe in God. According to the Buddha's teaching, there is no role of God and no relation between you and the Creator God, because you are created by your own speech, your own thought, your own action. Between that, your speech, your thought, your mind, there's no other external agent. You yourself alone, right? Therefore, whenever they ask me, I try to answer, there's no role of God according to the Buddhist teaching. You will understand as you explain right now, and there's no role of a God who can create human being to come into being. The karma is the source that makes human being come into that makes us come into being, right? This is what I try to explain. So, according to the Buddha's teaching, where do we come from? Where do we come from? If you ask in a religious field, who created you? According to the Buddha's teaching, we are not created by any creator God, but we are created by our own action. There are 8 types of wholesome consciousnesses. There are 8 types of wholesome consciousnesses according to the Buddha's teaching. We do every moment that wholesome consciousness, wholesome action by wholesome consciousnesses, right? And then one of the 8 types of wholesome consciousness, what is stronger, stronger one of the 8 type of consciousnesses create who we should be as a human being right now. So human being and heavenly being are all created by one of the 8 types of wholesome consciousnesses. If I have to say exactly, the strongest one of the 8 types of wholesome consciousnesses that create us. In that wholesome consciousness, the Buddha said, there's no fault in your consciousness. That you understand that fault means? Fault means you don't need to disturb anyone, you don't need to harm anyone, you don't need to make any person unhappy in your action. And that is called no fault, flawless. And also, wholesome actions must bring the benefits for happiness. Must bring for the benefits for happiness. If it is wholesome actions. Otherwise, this is not called wholesome action. Also must be flawless. Otherwise, it shouldn't be called wholesome action. Now, wholesome action means it must be flawless and must be beneficial for happiness of the many in a living society. I think you got it. And therefore, how we are here in the human planet, where do we come from? Nowhere we came from, but we are created by our own, the strongest one of 8 types of wholesome consciousnesses. In that wholesome consciousness, there are 3 steps. You have to do generosity or charitable work. This should be done by many religions and also almost every individual. Every individual try to be good. They try to be better in their own thought, their own speech, and their own action. Nobody wants to be worse and worse. Nobody wants to get worse in their thought, their actions, their speech. Therefore, they try to be better in thoughts and speech and actions. And these are called karma that they created. Whether they believe in God, they believe in Christianity, they believe in Islam, they believe in Hinduism, they believe in Buddhism. That you're doing every moment that kind of a karma, every moment. Without that karma, we cannot exist. Without that karma, we cannot exist, right? We cannot escape from those kind of old karmas, physically, mentally, and vocally. Whether you believe in Buddhism or not, you are not able to escape from that kind of karma. As soon as you wake up, you start thinking. That is mental action. Then you start speaking. That is vocal action. Then you act. That is physical action. So we cannot escape from these three levels of mental action, physical action, and vocal action. Kaya Kamma, Vachi Kamma, Mano Kamma. These three actions. Mano Kamma is mental action. Kaya Kamma is bodily actions. Vachi Kamma is vocal action. Nobody can escape. Nobody can live without these three levels of karma, right? Therefore, we must do, according to the teaching of Buddha, we must do better and happier and beneficial actions, moment after moment, to be truly human, to be a better person, to be better human. If there's a next life, whether you believe in it or not, if there's a next life, that better human action will create you a better person in the next life. According to the Buddha's teaching, charitable work, charity, giving away, make you happy, and also friends around you. Giving something to other people, and charitable work, charity, donation, makes you rich and a lot of friends. This is according to the Buddha's teaching. So, to be happy, to have a lot of friends, to be richer, in the next moment, please practice generosity. We call dana. And this is not just a type of religious phenomenon. It is very practical. Dana, generosity, you must practice to be richer and have a lot of friends in the next moment. That's true. When you practice generosity, your volition is the most important. Your volition must be purified. Your volition must be pure and clear. No expectation in your own action. And honest, sincere. That your action will bring benefits, of course, when your volition is clear and sincere and honest. Give to the people without any expectation. Give to the people, the needy, without any expectation. But you enjoy yourself. You enjoy yourself by giving away, right? So this is the first step. This is very good for social relationship taught by the Buddha. Second one is moral quality. Moral quality that you have to put into practice in a moral quality. The moral quality means no lying, don't lie, and don't take life, don't kill. It means don't kill any sentient beings if it is possible. And don't steal, don't take what is not given. And don't do sexual misconduct. Don't commit sexual misconduct. And don't take intoxicating drinks and drugs. And also don't force people to use intoxicating drinks and drugs. And these are called moral quality of a person. And that moral quality makes you healthier and long-lived. That moral quality makes you, when you practice moral quality, you will be healthier and long-lived. You can think it over reasonably and critically. Then you can see how it is, how morality makes you healthier and how morality makes you long-lived. Because when you take life, when you kill, you don't feel nice. And stress there, anxiety is there, worry there. And these are all make you unhealthy. This is the first one. Second one, that you can just imagine. You can just critically and reasonably think it over to get understanding. And the second one. And the third one is meditation, development of understanding. I don't want to say meditation. Of course, meditation is the very popular word. Everybody knows these days. Particularly mindfulness, the last one. That when you practice mindfulness, you feel clarified. You clarify your mind. You clear up your mind. And you understand many things in meditative mind, meditative absorption, concentration. You understand a lot by meditating. Therefore, meditation, the development of understanding by practice of meditation, mindfulness meditation, develop your understanding, wisdom. Therefore, the meditation can make you wiser when you practice, and that wisdom makes you wiser person if there's a next life, if you believe in. The meditation will create wiser person in the next life. And this is what the Buddha said. These are all good, meritorious, and wholesome actions. These actions make you truly human being. If you really want to be human being continuously next life or after next life, please do the best that good action, good, meritorious, and wholesome actions. Just if you really want to continue to be truly human. This is what the Buddha said. Between the good, meritorious, and wholesome actions and you, your existence, there's no one can interfere. And this is the first thing that I want to say. Where we come from, who made us to be human beings, who created us. According to the Buddha's teaching, nobody creates but you, your own action, you, your own master. You are your own master that you created yourself by your own thoughts, your own words, and your own deeds, right? And this is the first part one. And meditation is already explained when you practice the meditation. When you learn with me, when you learn meditation with me, put into practice, your brain becomes really smarter because I try to explain scientifically. Then you learn a lot and put into practice. For example, when you pay attention to your own breath, this is the last one, bhavana, meditation. When you pay attention to your own breath, you deactivate the sympathetic nervous system. And see how you develop your understanding, your knowledge, your wisdom. And you deactivate your sympathetic nervous system. When your sympathetic nervous system is deactivated by meditating, mindfully observing your own breath, adrenaline and cortisol level reduced. When adrenaline stress hormone reduced, your heart health becomes better. When cortisol stress hormone reduced, diabetes can be reduced. Your diabetes risk is reduced. Therefore, when you meditate, you try to deactivate your sympathetic nervous system and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic is rest and digest. So when you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, you become calm and tranquil and peaceful without any stress there in your mind. It makes you wiser, healthier, and knowledgeable. So therefore, the Buddha said, bhavana develops understanding. Bhavana develops knowledge and understanding and wisdom. So this is the first thing that I want to, and second part two, I will explain how the animal are created by your own action around us. Thank you for listening to what I'm instructing. Thank you very much.